In Umokwe, a far distant village in the eastern part of the region, is surrounded by swaying palm trees and mountains. A man named Papeze lived there, and he was known for one thing, cassava. For over 30 years, Papeze had tilled the land with his bare hands, depending on the sun, the seasons, and the same wisdom his father passed on to him. But the times were changing. The weather had become unpredictable. Rains came late, pests showed up unannounced, and the harvest, once heavy and full, had grown smaller year after year. Still, Apese continued to work, with hope in his heart and sweat on his brow, hoping that one day the seasons would change. In his small compound, Apese kept a journal of past seasons. He remembered when one tuber of cassava could feed a family of 5. Now, 3 months of work barely filled a basket. His neighbors complained, some gave up, but he couldn't stop. Farming was more than work, it was his way of life. Early morning, he left home before sunrise, with his hoe, his water flask, and a prayer. But deep down, he knew he needed something more than just hope. One dry afternoon, while Papeze rested under a mango tree, a young man approached. His name was Charles, a youth club member posted to the village school. He noticed Papeze's dry leaves and spotted plants.
Sir, have you ever tried using digital tools to help with farming?
You mean using a phone to grow crops?
There's an app that gives weather forecasts, tells you when to plant, warns about pests.
Skeptical but curious, Apese agreed to try it, only because the boy reminded him of his late son. Charles returned the next day with a small solar phone. Simple, no luxury, just purpose. Together they installed the farming app, easy to use even in local language. At first it felt strange. Instead of guessing when to plant, Apese waited until the app told him rainfall was due. Instead of watering daily, he followed the calendar the app suggested. And for the first time in years, things started to grow, and fast and strong. The cassava plants grew tall. Their leaves were green and full. Birds returned to the fields. The soil, once cracked, was now full of life. 3 months passed and the harvest came. This time it was not 1 basket, but 3, full, heavy, and healthy. People from all over the village came to see what had happened. How did he do it? They asked. Apese didn't call it a miracle. He simply held up the phone and said,
I stopped doing things the old way and started listening to knowledge.
Word spread. Other farmers came to learn from him. He taught them how to use the app, how to read weather signs, how to plan their planting like a business. He became more than just a farmer. He became a teacher. The village that once mocked technology was now using it to grow their crops. Even the elders agreed. Change is not the enemy. It is actually the answer. This is not just a story about cassava. It is a story about mindset. A man who chose to learn something new, even after 30 years of doing things the same old way. Phone didn't change the farmer, it changed the farmer. If you believe in the power of knowledge, of growth, of transmission, then let this story inspire you.